Alright, how's it going, YouTube? My second tutorial here. Going to show you how to set up forums on your website. So if you had followed my last tutorial on how to set up a website, you should have cPanel if you use the Extant Hosting web hoster. But anyways, we're going to start by downloading phpBB 3.0.8. All the links are in the description. So now that you've downloaded it, you want to extract it, and you'll get this file. It contains all these files and directories. So now we're going to want to go to our smart FTP client, or whatever FTP client you use, and connect to our host. So now that we're connected, we want to go to public HTML, and in our forums directory, if you don't have one, create one, delete the index, and now we want to go to our extracted phpBB 3.08 file, select all of these files and drag them into your client. Now click on transfer queue, and it'll show us our transfer rate and speed and whatnot. But I'm going to pause it here and get back to you when it's done. Alright, I'm back. Now it's loaded. We're going to, well, let's make sure it's loaded. All the files look to be there. So now it's loaded. We're going to go into Internet Browser and go into our cPanel. Okay, now we're going to scroll down and go to Databases. Under this, we're going to need to click My SQL Database Wizard. We're going to create a new database and name it phpBB. Next step. We're also going to create a username and password for this database. So name the username admin and password, and then create user. Give it all privileges and click next step. Now we're going to copy and paste these username and database names. Alright, now that we've done that, we're going to need to go home again, go down to databases one more time, wanting to go to phpMyAdmin. This will take us to the database control panel. So now that we're here, we want to go to our databases. Also, this is the information that we're going to need, so copy that and also paste it here. And then going to go to a new tab and share hardcore forums install. This will take us to the installation process of installing phpBB Forums. Now go to the install tab, proceed to next step, scroll down, proceed, start install. Alright, now here's where all this stuff comes in. The server is localhost, so copy that and insert it there. The port you want to leave blank. The name is Mr. Hardco _ phpBB. administrator, and then the password. You want to leave the table prefix as phpBB. Now proceed to next step, and it should say successful connection. Now that we're in here, you want to set up your username and password, your account for your forms. So this would be Rangers hardcore and password. Proceed to next step. Now it says test passed. We want to proceed to the next step and configure our form. So enable board-wide emails allows you to send activation emails. So when a user registers, they have to follow a registration or activation link or a confirmation email. So you might want to keep this enabled. As for SMTP server for email, select no. Server settings, cookie secure. So this would be if you have an SSL set into your server. So this all depends. So I'm going to put this enabled because I do. So for start server URL settings, put that to no. And your domain name, keep that as your domain. So if you have a free domain such as co.cc, you might want to do that, but I'm going to leave it as my normal domain. And then the server port is 80 and the script path, which is forms. So proceed to the next step, and now we have installed phpBB. So send statistical information, and then go to the ACP, which is the administrator control panel. Now, we do not have the current PHP installation version, so if you want, you can go and look for that one and follow this tutorial again, or keep the one you have. But for right now, we are in the administrator control panel, and I will show you to go back into our FTP client and delete the install directory. So yes, delete. Now that that's deleted, it's successfully removed. But for right now, we are in the administrator control panel, and I will show you a couple things on your form. So you might go to board settings, and this is your page. So hardcore forms. And this takes us here, and you see it says your domain name, yourdomain.com information. And this is this page here. This is the board, your main page. So this can be useful when you might be using your form under construction or editing it. You can disable it and send a message. And that would look like this, disabled. And we also updated this and the title of the page right here. So we're going to go back and undisable our board, and then submit, and then go down to forums, and here's our forums, our actual forums. So we're at the board index, and we want to create a category, no parent, called Mr. Hardcore. Forums, and then we're going to scroll down and submit. Now here's our actual form. This will be the topic underneath that. It's going to be called News and Announcements. And now we're going to scroll down and submit. Okay, well now that's basically how to set up your forms. Now we're going to check it out. Go back to our site and refresh. And looky there. There's our forms. News, open PHPBB. Log in. And there we go. That's how you do it. And there's how you make PHPBB forums. Well, good luck, and peace out.